Wow, did I miss a conversation or what? Before I even got started, I have like a backlog of 20 comments already. So we'll get to all those in just a second. But wow, what a great day for our YieldMax funds. It's incredible. I mean, it almost feels too good to be true, doesn't it? But in this case, this would be the exception to the rule. Instead of like what they say about being too good to be true, this is counter to what they usually say. Like they usually say, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. No, this is legitimately, it seems to legitimately be that good. So let's get started with comments here. First one out of the gates here is Sam Talks Finance from like, wow, an hour and a half ago. I'm holding on to TSLY and Clip only right now. Have to take on risk to get big rewards. I'm half tempted to go all in on TSLY. You know where I'm at right now. I moved some more money to the account. I actually want to get more of TSLY, but it keeps going up. So that's what I wanted to bounce off of you all as far as ideas. What do you all think? Do we just keep buying? Do we just keep riding it up or what? Because I think at this point, I might just take the dividend I get this month and then wait till the ex dividend date and then just buy it. I want to buy it at like 15 or 16 again if I can, but that's just my stubbornness. Trading strategy showed up. Holding both, haven't got paid from Clip yet. Oh, I got to look at mine because I got paid in E-Trade, but I'm not sure if I got paid in Ameritrade or not. Context NLP, here we go. Yeah, hour and a half later. I'm dropping another 20K Wednesday into TSLY. Oh, good for you. Wow, it's a nice chunk of change there. Been dropping in TSLY bands after bands. What is that? Oh, bands of money after bands of money. Good for you. Good for you. I've been dumping two into it too. I hold Clip for the dividend only, but since I didn't have to put all my money into one fund alone, but honestly, I have a ton of faith in Tesla. I may just go all in Wednesday. Well, honestly, I mean, if Tesla stock keeps running up, what's Tesla going to do? Going to keep going up as well. And at this point, I didn't even expect this with these funds. And I don't want to just sound like a spokesperson for these funds because I'm not. I do really like them, but they've exceeded my expectations at this point, which is hard to do for anything. Um, I mean, because now it's to the point like the principal amount is up between 15 and 20%, and the dividend is incredible. So you're getting like a 50 to 60% dividend, and the principal value of your investment is up like 20 to 25%. It's incredible. You're gaining in the investment and getting a dividend. I mean, it's unheard of, you know. So yeah, I'm waiting for it to pull back a little bit. Then I'm going to go in further. But who knows? It could just keep running up, like the live viewership of this channel. I wish I had 20K to drop in. Oh, I'm sure you do. You just got to pull it together from somewhere. That would be an amazing payout. I haven't gotten that Clip paycheck either. Strange times. I'll have to look at that. Scrobaka, hello everyone. I think you're new. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Hello, hey. Oh, everybody's welcoming you in. Jen Munger is on. She says Tesla up over 6% today. I know, it's incredible, right? Sam Talks Finance. I'm loving the run. Did you scoop up some more shares? I want to. I didn't today. I think we only had a half a day in the market today of trading, but I definitely want to. Also, what exactly are we supposed to do to join Jen in doing? You mean Jen Munger? um, I didn't scoop up more, but I bought 550,000. Wow, look at you. How much money are you sitting on here? That's crazy. Anyway, all right. That's let's calculate that actually. What's your dividend going to be? 17, it was still at 1706 Friday. Damn, I wish I would have really scooped up some, but I had to move some money over from a checking account. I put more money into brokerage. All right, 550,000. That's incredible. Divided by 1706 is 32,239. If it's an 80-cent dividend, that's going to be 25,000 in 1 month. Oh my god, this is going to be nuts. So you would make like senior management level pay at a big bank, $300,000, all taxable, of course. But hey, that's phenomenal. What are you going to do with all that money? Super chat some? $10 super chat. Yeah, that's incredible. Oh, Varden's on right on time. How much is this? By the way, was I on time tonight? How much is it going to pay without a run up? We shall see. Howdy. Oh, one of my favorites here, FBD. Best half day of trading ever. Yeah, I kind of feel like I slept through it. Look at Tesla chart coming into resistance at 310. Oh, yeah, let's do some technical analysis. I finally got my clip payment on Charles Schwab today after market close. I'll have to look at mine. Simo, haven't seen you in some time. TSLL, TSLY, TSLA. Ooh, I've got to give you some kudos. If I could super chat you, I would. So I got into TSLL, did an option play on it after you mentioned that actually, and it's doing really well. I think I'm up 60% in it. I'll have to look, but the other ones, the TQQQ and the UPRO, I went ahead and sold out of. So, all right, I have a good feeling we're going to hit a record tonight. We're jumping up fast here. So, all right, all of you are all excited about the YieldMax funds, and just in time for 4th of July, most of you are off. I think I'm just going to work tomorrow. Might as well. But yeah, so TSLL, I'm up like 63%. Wonder if I should sell and cash in. Let's look at, so TSLY did incredibly today. I was actually up, well, in this account, I'm up 10% in it. I just bought some here. My trade price was 1662 in this account. That's incredible because the other one I got in at like 1492. So could make a little joke there. At 1492, THB sailed the Tesla Ocean Blue. I know it's kind of corny, but anyway, yeah. How did Tesla do today, by the way? Oh, here I go looking at the phone again. I'm supposed to have it on the screen. We'll get there in a second. Just got to catch up to all these comments here. Okay, Tesla. Wow, wow. Rob Smith wasn't kidding, was he? So 280 we're up to, but Hoffman said we're going to hit resistance at 310. So we will look at all of that in just a second here. This near E doubled when we got in roughly 160. Yeah. Oh, look who else is on. I think it's better to buy consistently. I dollar cost average no matter the price. Either way, you're getting more money paid out. Let me read that again. It's better to buy consistently. Oh, yeah. Answering my question, right? Dollar cost average no matter the price. Either way, you're getting more money paid out. See, if I buy before the dividend date, it's basically just going to spit the dividend right back out and then discount. So it's like, I feel like it doesn't matter in a way because if I buy in before the dividend, I get the dividend. If I buy in after, I miss the dividend, but I get in at a cheaper price. So I don't know. I'm just kind of stubborn. Tatiana's on live. Welcome. Been a while since we've seen you on live. Skrobaka, I've got, including TSLY, 994K, so close to a million. You'll probably get there by the end of this month. Not 550,000 shares, 32,000 shares. That's what I did. I did the math. That's what I came up with. 32,000 shares. So you're going to make like 300,000 in dividends off of that, right? Because that's divided by 17. See, I even remember the price you paid without looking at the comment. So that's 32,239 to be exact. If you project the dividend to be the same at 80 cents, that's 25,791 per month times 12. I think I'm doing that right? That's the number I come up with. So, oh, someone else I haven't seen on for a while. Eat more beans. Yahoo shows the net asset value of 1737 for Tesla. Well, that's cool. So it's gone up, but who cares about net asset value anyway? I mean, sometimes I do. Oh, KJK Good is on live. I haven't seen you on live in a long time. I'm here, got my clip Friday. Yes, so did I. Yo, Kyle Bircher, someone new here. I can't wait to be tickling Kathy Wood's. Yeah. Somebody's supposed to introduce us pretty soon, right? Jay says they are announcing Divvies Thursday. Oh, good. And what's the status of him getting back on, by the way? Probably by mid-month or late month. NVDL AAPU sounds like something else. AMZU. Let me look these up since you're mentioning these. NVDL. Granite shares 1.5x. Oh, look at you in these levered ETFs. Long NVIDIA daily ETF. Oh, this one's jumped way up. Wow, 75% since May, or excuse me, 77% since May 12th. Wow. All right, now let's look at AAPU direction. Oh, so you like the directional ETFs, huh? So this one, let me see. Oh, here we go. I got to add this one to the list. I know I'm doing this again. I should be sharing it on the screen. I will get to the screen though. Don't worry. Um, okay, so this is the Apple one, and then AMZU. Adding more funds to the list here. This is also Amazon Bull 1.5x shares. So it's like the Tesla directional ETF. Now, is there one that has like 3x or 2x? I'm sure there is, but let me know. I can't wait to be on the beach someday tickling Kathy. Oh, we got a weirdo on here. I'm just kidding. There's no weirdos in my audience anyway. Did you subscribe, by the way? I may have to hit you up for a super chat to keep on reading these comments. They are funny, but anyway, I guess I'll read this one for now. I can't wait to be on the beach someday tickling Kathy Wood's feet collecting these YieldMax dividends. Yeah, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? Yeah. Take the divvies always. Time to pay my margin off, LOL. Yeah. Tesla dividend. Oh, is that what you're calculating? 68 cents? Why is it dropping? Because less volatility? And if TSLY drops $3, you're down 100K. Yeah, that's the downside to it. Oh, you mean annually? Right, right. This month, I'm betting 85 cents per share for TSLY and NVDY. I'd bank on what he's saying. Sam Talks Finance. I just looked. I got my clip dividend an hour ago. Wow, an hour. They just in time for 4th of July. I'll have to check if I got that one because I'll smoke that one up tomorrow on fireworks and stuff, right? So you got your clip dividend. Still probably going to sell out and go all in on TSLY. Well, I'm going to keep clip for now. After AMZT gets launched, you mean AMZY? He is on waiting for that. Okay, if you say so. Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to be in June though. I could have sworn that's what he said last time. Wow, we've been nonstop comments for 12 minutes here. All right, there's no way TSLY drops their dividend from last month with this run up. I would think not. I would think it would be like what KJK Good said. As a reminder, 85 cents per share. SEMO, someone did a video about TSLY saying 2,000 a month for 2 years now will be enough to retire on. What do you mean, like investing or like in payout? I'm assuming investing 2,000 a month. Well, let's do that example real quick here. Come on, let's hit a record. We're at 46. The record, I think, is 52. Okay, so let's see. That would be 24,000 a year for 2 years. That would be 48,000. So depending on what the dividend is, maybe, but just save up and do it in a big chunk, right? Context NOP, YieldMax out here changing financial futures. 100% agree. This is a game changer, and I'm so glad like I discovered it. I mean, this literally, I have to say, this doesn't happen to me very often, but like this fell in my lap. If I go back like 3 or 4 months ago, I was just you could say like I don't want to use the term like a floundering YouTube channel, but I mean, I was just kind of stagnating. And then all of a sudden, YieldMax out of nowhere, here it comes, just falls into my lap. Now all of a sudden the channel's growing. I've got all of you all on here. I've got 50 live viewers now. I mean, it's incredible, you know. I guess things do work out, you know, the way they're meant to. So literally, I mean, this has been a huge blessing for sure. Yeah. How much do I need to make 4K a month in dividends with TSLY? That would be, oh, somebody already answered that for you. So just back solve. If you want to make 48,000, that would be 48,000 a year. Divide by, just say they keep steady at 0.8. We tied a record 60. So that would be 60,000. Is that right? Just assuming it stays flat. Just broke a record. I got applause for that. 53. That's a new record live viewers on here. All right. Now, okay. So 60,000. Wait a second. Let me figure this out. Because it's number of shares. So let me see. 60,000 at the current, just say $17. That would be 3,500 times 0.8. That wouldn't quite be, that would be 3,000. So I think Varden's right down here. He said 90,000. So 90,000 divided by 17 would be 5,294 times 0.8. That's about right. He's close to being right. So 90,000. All right. Cool. They are all direction funds. They all have inverse as well. Also MSFU and GGLL. I like that MSFU one. That sounds like we're sending a message to Bill Gates there. Even though he's not involved anymore, right, with Microsoft. So yeah, 90K. SVOL Divi hit account today. Yeah, I'm really unimpressed with SVOL at this point. It's like there's better options, you know. That's what it seems like. It's like what kind of an analogy could I use? It's like if you just go to your bar down the street or something, and then you discover, I don't know, like Wing House or Hooters or something, and you're like, oh wow, there's something better. You know, I can sell this and get something better. Anyway, gotta have jokes on here, right? Andre Brown, aka New World Order. With this run up, I bet TSLY going to be 95 cents plus. Maybe, maybe. TSLY NVDY going up this month. Remember that NVDY was partial month. That is true. That's a good point. And Jay suggested we could extrapolate. That's true. It just, see, I'm stubborn. It's higher than TSLY, so it's like if I'm going to get a high dividend, why not just buy more into TSLY? So NVDY is up to 23.67. So for like $7 less, or for $6 less, I could just get more into TSLY. The inverse funds could be good hedges against YieldMax drops. That's true, not just hedges, but I had a great win today, and that TSLL one, the one that Simo was talking about. See, I learned stuff from you guys too. Like I said, coaching is a two-way street. This TSLL one here. Let me see if I can show this one. This one is up like, oh, I already said 63%. So it's up like for, oh, I got 20 contracts. That's why it's such a pretty number. I got 20 contracts. All right, well, I don't need to show you all that. I'll just probably ride that one out. Anyway. Okay. Wow, good idea. YieldMax vision is to make option trading available to the commoner. That's exactly what it's done. And the funny thing is, a year ago, when I was trying to do some of this myself, and by the way, I have some great videos from a year ago before the algorithm picked me up. Unfortunately, some of them only have like 47 or 50 views. But I talk in depth about how I was doing covered calls and the struggle with trying to figure out when to roll. Some of them I got called out of, some of them I lost my shares and, you know, got called out, like I say. So I did some great videos, which I'll try to link to, talking about that. Because I know one subscriber in particular, I think Damon Rydell, we were talking about that and he emailed me. And it would be good for some of you that are serious option traders to watch those and see, because I articulate very well my struggle with that. So absolutely right. With this, you don't have to do it yourself. You invest in the funds, they do it for you. Works out quite great, and you get your covered call premiums without stressing about it. They are disruptors. They have more to do, more names, more methods. There's going to be a ton of them too. Wow, we hit 60. That's incredible. So not only did we break a record, but now we're creating distance between records. All right, good deal. Good deal. If the clip dividend is the same or lower than TSLY and the share price goes down, the clip dividend is the same or lower than TSLY and the share price goes down, what keeps you holding it? Just having a few that pay the big dividends? Well, good question. Because I already got in. I figure I'll just stay in at this point. There's not that much in there. I didn't put a big chunk in there. So, and as far as what I would sell, I think I showed you guys on the last video, and I can pull it up again. I'm looking at selling. I'll sell SVOL before I sell clip. Some of you may laugh at me for that, but based on what the dividend's paying, I would sell that before I would sell clip. So anyway, and we'll look at that. At some point, I'm going to get to a screen share, but I'm just backlogged with comments. So basically, I did the math, like 48K average price of TSLY 25 gives you 1929. Great year. That's when the market crashed. 1929 shares. I would bump that up to like an even number just to avoid that number. Let's say the dividend goes to 136, that's over 2,600. Well, that's a good point because we can assume that the dividend could increase. We're just being conservative, projecting it to stay the same. But it could. If it went up that high, you're absolutely right. At 48,000, yeah, that's pretty much, I don't even need to check your math. You're spot on. There's better options than 20%, LOL. Okay, if you say so. Give us some. SVOL 1718 yield is boring. I know. Like I said, it's like you move to an area, you discover your bar down the street, then all of a sudden you maybe get downtown or something. You're like, oh, wow, there's better options. SVO is still great. I knew someone would say that, and I had a feeling it would be you, Varden. It's great, but there's better options to be had. Remember, don't just get one company. No, I'm not. I just, I'm going to pair more in. All right, SEMO. So basically, anyone can retire on about 2K shares. It all depends on what you want in life. That's what I tell you. It's like any economist says, it depends. Because you could look at this. I mean, things could change. Like if you have a good job that you're good at, if the money's decent, if you don't like hate your job and have to get out of it, might as well just stick with it. Like for me, a year ago, I kind of hated my job that I was in, and I moved. I switched jobs. I'm in a job that I like better. That's easier, more pay. So I'm just going to ride it out as long as I can. You know. So there's no like I'm to the point now. It's funny how things change. It's like um, if any of you are ever like I'm sure a lot of us on here are like really competitive people. We demand a lot out of ourselves and whatnot. Like, and I'm the same way, but I can't be too greedy because, like, looking back a year, basically everything I wanted over the last 5 years, I got. So when I look ahead and think, oh, there's things I want in the future now that I may not have yet, I can't be too down because looking back over the last 5 years, basically everything I wanted, I got. So you just assume the trend's going to keep continuing, right? I am sticking with SVOL still. Well, good for you. I have 2K shares, nowhere near retirement. Well, I think he's assuming best case scenario. Let's see. Let me do that math again here. So if you have 2,000 shares at just say $17, that's 34,000. I want to give a well-reasoned rebuttal here because I know what it's like getting ahead of yourself because I can think back like 5 or 6 years ago when I didn't have a lot of money and I wanted out of my job even back then. And I'm thinking, oh, if I just get this 35,000, I can retire. So I want to give you a realistic expectation. So TSLY currently, and I'm not saying it can't happen. Oh, we're at 1819 actually. This is going to go big. You know what? I'm telling you, it's like a wave. We just keep riding it. It's great. And like I said, I discovered it. I think you all started telling me about it once I started covering dividends, and then boom, the channel's growing like crazy, which is awesome. Next stop is 2,000 subscribers, by the way. We're officially on 2,000 subscriber watch. Isn't that awesome? It's funny to get to this point. It took such a long time to get to this point, and now look where we are. Cool deal. All right, so back to your expectation there. So 2,000 shares. If you were buying in today, it's 1819, so that's 36,380. So 36,380. If you had 2,000 shares, just saying 85-cent dividend, that's 1,700. I mean, you'd have to live off 20,400 a year. Could you do that? If I were making recommendations, which I don't necessarily do, because I kind of call this infotainment on here. But if you're going to do something like that, because I looked into that myself, if you're going to try to live on 20,000 a year, you need to at least, if you have a house, you need to pay it off. You need to get some of your bills lower, get your overhead down. If you're going to do that, because 20,000 is not going to buy you much. So just think realistically. I mean, you could do it, and then you could keep growing, put more money in, get to the point where you have more, and then get that dividend income higher. So just take all of that as food for thought. That's why Varden said what he did. Kyle Bircher, you think YieldMax will ever do the S&P and QQQ, or just stick with individuals? I don't see why it would need to, because like So are you talking about like the S&P, like the indexed ETFs, or the QQQ for the Nasdaq? Um, See, at this point, like you're talking leverage on top of leverage. So I don't really see the need for that. But what would be cool, like we did talk about with Jay, um, the YMAX ticker. So you could have all the funds lumped together into one, the YMAX ticker. All right, Ninja Toys. I was waiting for you to subscribe. Perfect. Let's see what we're up to now since you said that. Let's see if you brought us to a new milestone here. Let's see where we are. You know, at some point, one day I'll have like a live count in the back. Oh, 1875. Okay. We're at 1875. 67 live viewers on here. This is awesome. Gonna keep rolling. What time is it? 10:27. Awesome. Well, good for you. Okay. So I guess you could call yourself number 1875 if you wanted to. Some people do that. By the way, I think last month we picked up like 250 new subscribers, which is incredible. And we're up to 69 live viewers now. Might grab NVDY again Wednesday. Hey, where did Join Jen go? I was just kidding about the Jen Munger thing. That was a joke. I said it was a straight face though. Might grab NVDY again Wednesday. Okay, well, good for you. So glad you got into TSLL options. I prefer just the shares and regular Tesla options, more liquid. Yeah, but do you understand? Because like this is one of these things. If you understand the money making opportunity, you'll never go back. Like if it were for me, I would almost never buy an individual stock again, since I understand options. Like I would almost never buy individual stocks again. I would just do leaps. Like if I'm going to do covered calls again, I would do leap options instead of buying the stock. So as far as this TSLL, you have to remember. So it's a levered ETF, but buying the options, you're getting like infinitely more leverage. So when that thing shoots up, you have a potential for like massive gain, huge gain. Play around with it and think or swim. You'll see, you know, which I still owe you guys those screenshots too. But I mean, how else? Like I said, it's 63%. I've only held it for like a week and it's up 63%. That's leverage, you know, and that doesn't happen every day. So, but it's nice when it does. Oh, Door Gunners welcoming new subscribers to the THB Nation. All right, 70. Wow. We keep hitting records. So our record was like 52 before. We've blown past that. So next stop is 100. Cool deal. This is awesome. TLTW declared 0.5379 cent today. Okay, well, that's good. TLTW, did it go up in value? I have no idea. Let's look. I have a feeling there may not be a screen share tonight because I'm just reading comments basically. Let me look though. Let's see. TLTW. No, it went down. Was it the ex-dividend date today? So here's TLTW. It went down 33.41, down 9 cents. It gained it back in the after hours. So when we open up again, we'll just gain back what we lost. So, all right. Context NOP, we need YMAX fund to come out, take my money. Yeah, I'm looking forward to YMAX. Next time Jay comes on, I'll definitely ask him. Got an LOL. Great. Glad we got that. When do they take the 99? Oh, you know what? So teachable moment here. So expense ratio. Good question. This is perfect. So expense ratio, it's just like mutual funds, but a lot less. Expense ratio, you never actually see. It just kind of comes off the top. So the way it works, if the fund does like 15% in a year and it has a 1% expense ratio, you're only going to see like a 14% return. So that 1%, it's like the haircut off the top. You're never going to see that. So it's not something you pay. It's not something that you see factored out of the share price. It just comes right off the top, basically. Don't ask me for any other technical details at a lower level than that. That's just how I know that it works. Basically, they scoop it from the top. Basically, the fund, if you picture, and you can look at this on the YieldMax site. Actually, if I can remember, and if I get caught up in comments at any point, I'll do that. You can see the total assets that are invested in all the YieldMax funds, basically. So what they do, they take their fee out of that, and basically the expense ratio is like that hidden cost that you never see. So, but you know what? As far as I'm concerned, for the performance completely justifies the fee. And these fees are much lower than retail mutual funds too. All right, Pittwater Mowing is on. Is that are you from Australia, I think? Can't wait for YieldMax to start. Me neither. Like I said, I'll ask Jay. But we've got to get by the end of the year, we're gonna have all these other ones come out. Remember, we're gonna have Berkshire, Meta, Coinbase, Amazon, Microsoft, Google. We're gonna have like all the big stocks you can think of, basically. So yeah, looking forward to it. Lot to look forward to. Why Clip competes on a per share basis with TSLY and VDY. Well, I think because of the dividend. Down, yeah. See, answered the question, which I looked at already. David Govaya, hope you subscribed. FYI, for those on E-Trade, Clip and NVDY aren't included on their drip page. How dare they? Oh, I think it said it wasn't drippable. However, their dividends will get reinvested automatically if you're enrolled in their overall drip program. You know, there's some glitch to that because I remember I had to call. It's funny because when I de-enrolled from the drip program, some of them just still kept dripping. So basically, it was like hard coded, which I know we have at least one programmer on here, but basically, like it was hard coded. So, and that fascinates me. I'd love to learn like how all this brokerage systems are coded and all of that, but it was like hard coded. So they had to like manually remove the dividend reinvestment at that point. So fascinating stuff. All right. Wow, got a ton of comments, which is to be expected with 70 live viewers. You know, we're basically tonight, we've doubled our average live audience, which is incredible. I'm gonna need to hire a new person before long. Maybe I can find a Kathy Wood lookalike to come on here. All right, how's the sound, by the way? Pretty good? All right, y'all do realize massive, improbable, unsustainable run Tesla has had. Please be smart. Well, okay, this reminds me of like 3 or 4 years ago now. All the Tesla bulls. But Tesla, remember before the splits, Tesla was like $1,000 stock at one point. So I'm still bullish on it. Maybe I'm irrationally bullish on it, but nonetheless, I am bullish on it. All right. Well, I can tell you all tonight's just going to be a comment, Q&A session. No screen share tonight. So you just get to look at my face. My plan is to rotate between TSLY, CRF, and SVOL every month to collect all the dividends. How do you mean rotate? I'd rather just have TSLY instead of SVOL. Let me look at that other one though, the CRF. CRF Cornerstone total return. Oh yeah, you guys love this one, 18%. That's about on par with SVOL. For me, I would just stick with TSLY. Mike, from last month to this month, is TLTW shares up? I can tell you that, but he probably answered it down below. TLTW. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but I am. I'm not even following it. How dare me? Okay, you're asking month to month. Let's see. From last month to this month. So that would be, no, we're flat. We're basically, let me see, from June 1st to June 28th, we were slightly up, but we're basically flat. If you can see it right here, we're slightly in the red, actually. So there we go. Okay, I could see more share appreciation in TSLY in the future over these monster dividends. Really? Or how about just both? If Tesla runs, then TSLY follows with income and some appreciation, maybe all you need. I'm long Tesla and TSLY. I need to buy, so I wish I would have bought at 160, but I do want to buy, I do want some Tesla stock. Here's a question for you all, because remember I did the example a month ago. Should I just put 10,000 in Tesla stock, or should I put it in TSLY? What do you guys think? How did Apple do? How's Apple doing, by the way? Let me look. AAPL, ooh, 192. So let's see, since the 22nd. Okay. All right. So we've gone up like $7. All right. Clement Yap is back on here yapping away. And I saw you blowing up the comment section the other day too, in the regular comments. So that's cool. Remember, comments definitely help the algorithm. I really would hope that the manager of these funds can see these funds like the people's funds, can see the explain that one? You might have to explain that one a little bit better. Um, the manager of these funds can see these funds like the people's funds. Well, they can see overall, like the total asset pool that's invested in the funds, if that's what you mean. If I hold it in my tax-free fund, 15% gets taken off the top automatically. Yeah, Canadian tax, right? Still seems better than the US. Dustin Lyons, someone new again. Beto dividend was raised to 0.66 for July, up from 0.43. Oh, that's good. Thanks for the reminder. I might buy some of that too at some point. At this point, I guess just keep saving money and buy into these. Wow, I'm like 10 minutes behind on comments. I just looked. This is good when you have this much live audience. It's hard to keep up. But hey, it's a good thing, right? Um, I have it in my registered fund. Can't touch it till retirement. And just a public service announcement. The super chat button is working just as good as ever. SEMO 20K is sadly what a lot of people live off. But how? How can you live like with inflation and whatnot? How can you live on 20K? I mean, for me, I've done my own budget. Like if I didn't do anything at all, um, like if I just stayed home and just bare expenses, I think I could get like 1,500 a month, maybe. But that's like just hunkering down, not doing anything at all. I mean, who wants to live that way? So I would think with 20K, like I mean, geez, like maybe if you're sharing a place with roommates or something, but still, most rentals are so expensive now. You're still going to be paying at least $1,000, even sharing expenses and whatnot. So I'm interested to know how people are doing that. Anyway, have you calculated what happens if Tesla hits 1,000 per share? Oh my God, you're going to get me really excited now. Well, it wouldn't be game over. It would be the game is just accelerating into space, right? But as someone cautioned me, spaceships do blow up. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Um, But wow, that is exciting. I don't know if we want to think that far. I mean, it'll split before it does that. But I mean, 1,000 per share. What was my calculation on this? So if Tesla and somebody did point out earlier, good memory. Somebody did point out, I think it was Hoffman, said that 310 for Tesla, we're looking at um, we're hitting resistance, I think, or something. So but with that being said, if the stock got up another $725, oh my goodness. What did we say? For every $33 the stock goes up, it seems that TSLY goes up $1. So let's divide 725 by 33. So we would be talking another $22 in share appreciation in TSLY. And if that happens, oh my God, you're talking about a reality that I've never had in my life. You're talking about a reality where money is no longer like anything to worry about anymore. That's incredible. That's just the thought of that is amazing. Just go do whatever, you know. Now some of you all are there already, and some of you all are obviously tightwads, just judging by you know certain things. But hey, that's okay, to each their own. But yeah, that would be wow. Talk about dreaming big. Not sure if it works that way. Tesla might do another split at that. That's exactly what I said. See, great minds think alike. Oh, Tatiana, you finally commented again. Keep in mind you'll pay tax, and also the dividend pay will not be the same every month. Well, that's true. It's good to caution that too. But hey, taxes I don't mind as long as I'm making money, right? I just don't like paying tax if I lose money. Splits will happen. Then how would this load? Um, it will split proportionately, I would think. It's a good question for Jay. Um, Pay could see a dividend cut. When does YieldMax go live? Only Jay knows that one. He did say they're reserving that ticker for that, but only he knows that one. Oh, after all the funds are out. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. That's what I said, right? After all the funds are out, 69. Yeah, I knew that number would get noticed. We were up to 70 something. Clement Yap, many Americans are searching for an honest investment. Are we? An investment that is transparent, where management sees these funds beyond just making money, but a company designed to help all Americans. Well, let me say this: we've come a long way based on what these mutual fund companies used to charge, which I know firsthand because I worked for financial advisors, and it was borderline extortion what they used to charge. They were charging like 4%. It was absolute extortion. So we have come a long way. These funds are a lot cheaper, and you've cut out a lot of these middlemen. Because here's the thing: ETFs basically are coded, programs, whatnot. Human beings are rarely going to outperform that. So with a mutual fund, you're paying for a human being fund manager. Think back to the 80s, the Fidelity Magellan days with what was his name? Peter Lynch, the famous guy. That fund had so many investors, they actually had to cut people off from investing in it. But that was the past. So it's hard to justify, like, if you have a 4% fee on the back end, you got to have like really good performance, like almost YieldMax performance for that, which you're not going to see. So, long story short, we have come a long way in a short time. TSLL options have more decay, sadly, less liquidity. Oh, I better sell mine then. Thanks for telling me. I better sell it Wednesday. The regular Tesla options are better. Well, it's funny you say that because I got a Tesla option. It was a stupid play. I got like you all will laugh at me. I got like a $750 strike price a year ago. So I'm just waiting for a comment saying, "What did you think you were doing?" Well, I thought at one point Tesla was $1,000 stock before it split. Um, but yeah, so I got that, and it's basically worthless now because, as you can see, Tesla is not even half of that price right now. So you know, you got to get in at a smart strike price, obviously, for one thing. But good point. Thank you for that. I'll make sure to sell out of that one with all haste on Wednesday. All right, Dustin Lyons, light completely cut. I'm still about 10 or 12 minutes behind on comments here. Like completely cut. I see the highest risk at the end of each fiscal year as funds may see a decrease in volume and decide they have already given away enough dividends for the year. I don't think it's not something they can just objectively say, we've given enough away, we're going to cut back. I don't think it works that way. Join Jen is still here, or should I say Jen Munger? I'm still here. I did not see the Miss Munger, but I do have a sense of humor. Well, you wouldn't have seen it because I said it. I said Jen Munger. And I said it with a straight face, too. All right. YieldMax is going to nice, can't wait. Yeah, that's going to be dope, right? Jen, yeah. Oh, man, I see what you mean. There you go. See, it's finally clicked, hasn't it? I told you. Are you looking at Thinkorswim? That's what I'm talking about. When the light bulb goes off, it clicks. Now that you figured that out, you'll never just do the straight ETF again. You'll do options, right? Now, on the flip side, you could lose, but here's the thing. One thing I want to remind you all, 2024 is coming up, and we all know what 2024 is. So what do we think? Not to be cynical or anything, but do we think as we approach 2024, the market will be up or down? Well, if I had to venture a guess, and I could just ask the 8 ball, but that's okay. I'll just use my own intuition. If I had to venture a guess, I would say the market's going to be up as we approach 2024. So between right now and 2024, you watch. Inflation will be coming down. They'll have all of that looking good. Jobs numbers, which I don't fully believe, we'll have those looking all rosy. Economy will be looking great. GDP and all of that. Market will be going up, which is good for all of us. You know what? I really don't care if they want to do that. However it's done, just make me money. That's all I care about. Let's have the market up. So right now, I see the market continuing to go up. Could I be wrong? Well, it's been known to happen before, but that's what I see. Anyway, so, all right. I can't wait for the Coinbase one. Yeah, Coinbase. How's Coinbase stock doing, by the way? Oh, did you change your name? Or I think you are number 11875, but you should put that. No way. No way. This is all right. All right. This is nuts. I want everybody to take note of this. Okay. So there's such a thing called synchronicity, numerology, in numerology and this and that. I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but I don't believe in coincidence either. So this person happens to be subscriber number 1875, and their work address is 1875. How crazy is that? I should go play lotto. But why play lotto when you're invested in YieldMax, right? Anyway, I had to skip over a couple of comments for that. That was awesome. That was really cool. Stuff like that's so cool. All right. Mortgage REITs I used to invest in took 4% in fees. Extortion. I know, it's just extortion. Dustin, these are not dividends, but derivative option income, different sources completely. Uh-oh, I see Join Jen maybe getting into it with someone else. Can we have a repeat of what we had like a week ago? That would be fun. I got more popcorn, by the way. I was wondering, Dawn, you all have such fat fingers when you type. Don't you have Tesla end of year price target 333? Sounds fair to me, but it could go higher, with all these new things coming out, with Elon being focused on Tesla again and all of that. So yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Be greedy while others are fearful, they say. Well, you know who says that? We all know who says that, right? Warren Buffett, right? Is that right? Be greedy while others are fearful, and fearful while others are greedy. Hopefully we don't need to take our own advice. Dividends are profits, options are volatility, income, nothing to do with profit. Well, all right, this is the same thing I used to run into with QYLD. I would call it a dividend. I'd have people in the comments say, dude, it's not a dividend. It's a option premium. I get that, but for semantics, we're just talking semantics, basically. I look at it as a dividend anyway. All right, Rogue Dragon Rider is back on. So we've got Rogue Dragon Rider, and where's Rogue Dragon Slayer? We'll have to keep you separate because you don't want Slayer to slay the dragons you ride, right? So 5K each, and what? TSLY and what? Skrobaka. With the money I have, by buying in and out of the 3 stocks I mentioned, which I forgot already, my dividend income will be 45 to 50K a month. Oh, that's right. You're Mr. $550,000. That's incredible. You know what's funny? It's funny now, like, I just nonchalantly converse with somebody like you, but there was a time, probably when I first started in the industry, I was like, oh my God, I just talked to somebody that has $500,000, but that was a long time ago. Anyway, good for you. So 45, 50,000 a month, depending on what TSLY pays. 2-week gap between ex-div of each and needing to sell out. Well, I don't think at your level, I don't think you need to be worried about gaps. It's not like you're going to be sweating any bills to cover in between gaps. And just to follow up to the public service announcement, the super chat feature works as well as ever. Join Jen says, YieldMax is out to make money. They are not trying to make any social statement. Well, darn, if I would have known that, I want to invest in companies that are out to make social statements. Just kidding. I care about money, 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 as most of us do. Social stuff's okay, But like I say, windmills hurt birds. So, you got to watch out for that too. Jerry Eaton says, I would buy a few Tesla long-term calls. Well, I did that a year ago and it didn't work out too well. Then buy some TSLY. I'll have to look at another play, because here's the funny thing, okay? With all of these, with all this money we're all making with our dividends, we have to have something to do with it if we're not investing in it, right? So, I mean, I'm sorry, if we're not reinvesting the dividend. Oh, we're back to 69 again, by the way. So with all this money, like if we make 30,000 projected per year in dividends, there's a lot of opportunities for buying options, doing covered calls, things like that. So if you're not reinvesting the dividends, you're going to have that money to do a lot with. So, grow the empire, so to speak. 20,000 with no debt may be okay. It's funny because, man, I thought I was a tightwad, but I honestly, living on 20K, Well, there was a time I would in my college mentality. I could have done that easily, but um, no rent or no mortgage makes a big difference. But you all make it sound like it's easy, and you're in a higher cost area than I am, so that's kind of surprising. Good idea, Skrobaka. Average McDonald's salary is 24,000. Really, 2,000 a month, and they want to make more. Don't get me going on this whole fast food thing. A lot of these people are morons at these fast food places. No offense to any fast food workers that are subscribed to me. Although something tells me a fast food worker may not be subscribed to me. Maybe a former fast food worker, but not a current one. With me saying that, by the way, I worked in that industry before. I used to, bag groceries and cashier and whatnot. So we all start somewhere. How much is 24,000? Oh, that's 11 bucks an hour. They want 15 bucks an hour, don't they? Yeah, they want to make 30,000 a year, and they still get orders wrong and stuff. It's sad sometimes you have to repeat your order like 3 or 4 times. And it's like, man, these people want to make that much money and they can't even like speak properly. Or I mean, they can't even like get an order right. Anyway, that's funny. So you definitely need some Tesla. Maybe waterfall your TSLY dividend into Tesla. I'm thinking about that. I don't know if you can stomach 10K in a stock and not getting that big dividend. I've had 10K in a stock before. I've actually had more. I think I showed you all. I have like 30,000 in one stock. How's that for diversification? That's because I have a lot of JP Morgan stock. Oh, we finally broke. So we were at the rule of 72. We're at 73 now. McDonald's employees have debt and bills, get out of debt. Yeah, I kind of agree. But some people, it's like, society with inflation and whatnot, it's like they're pushing us towards debt. Credit card debt, consumer debt, student loan debt, government debt, all this debt. It's like the system is dependent on debt. Anyway, the benefit of me swapping stocks is to check the volatility of TSLY with the other two that are more stable. Yeah, but just look at them. You have 3 back to back to back. Like, why swap? I'm not following the logic. We're still about 13 minutes behind on comments. There's a chance here I may not get to all your comments today. Dang, didn't expect this. All right. Trading strategy says got to have 15,000 a month. All right, I'm going to just start trying to go through them faster here. Andre Vial finally showed up. About time you showed up, 53 minutes in or more. 20K a year is what it costs for groceries here. I don't doubt it. And you're in, what part of Canada are you in again? Eat more beans. Need to eat more beans, mostly plants, to be able to afford health insurance. That's about right. That's about right. That's why I figured you picked that name. Rogue Dragon Rider says I have 25 shares of Tesla. TSLY's my dividend. And since you have a dragon to ride, you don't need a house. So that's good for you. Cool. Aim for more than you think you need. Live on 80%. Keep investing. That's exactly what I say. Great minds think alike. Brennan Babson. Oh, you're new. So subscribe if you haven't already. TSLY's gains are capped by the call options they sold. I know. That's how it works. We don't want Tesla gapping up. We want a slow grind up. I agree. That's correct. That's why the NAV was only up 30 cents today. So now stock price is above NAV. Yeah, it happens. We see that a lot. I have a $300 June 24th strike. I'm still holding up 118%. You just gave me another trade idea, but you're already up 118%. So, oh, holy crap. Somebody just super chatted me. Wow. Somebody is awesome. Look at this. Out of 70 of you all crack me up. I had 73 of you on. One person super chats me. Well, good for you. You're a true gentleman and a scholar. Don't sell yourself short. I'm nothing special. Made my first 500,000 getting in real estate. Oh, that's good for you. As far as needing the gaps between the ex-dividend dates and selling out, it's to limit the loss of after ex-dividend date. Now, see, so he got his comment featured. So it's going to get to the point as this channel grows. This is what it's going to take to get your comment read. So maybe get used to this. But thank you for that. That's really $10. That's awesome. Thank you so much. What's funny? Side story. In one of my trading groups that I'm in, I actually went to Vegas to meet with them. And I asked everyone, I'm like, all right, I want to know, are you a full-time trader? Are you a full-time trader? Most people in there didn't work. I know, a bunch of bums, right? Actually, not a bunch of entrepreneurs. So no one told me they were making a full-time income trading, but they all had already made their money in real estate, or they retired from like a lucrative career, or both. So they trade on the side. But the moral of the story, they already had enough money coming in from all their other stuff, real estate and whatnot. And some of these people, especially like Indian people, they start so young. Like by the time they're like in their 30s or 40s, they've already got like a real estate empire, and it's incredible. It's like, wow, these people, and they don't age either, so they look young, and it's like, wow, like, they're set. It's like at this point, it's like you're just playing with the house's money for the rest of your life. But anyway, thank you for that. I'll definitely, I have this comment starred, and I'll come back to it for sure. Cool deal. All right, so where were we? Where were we? Uh, I think I'm way behind here. Um, If Yahoo is correct, YieldMax has not updated their page yet. They are slow. I've noticed that they don't always update. It says so on the site. If they feel they have paid enough, they will stop. Oh, you said that earlier. I don't think there's rules and regulations. This is the most regulated industry there is. It's not like the fund manager can't just say, you know what, I've given these SOBs enough. I'm gonna not do it anymore. I understand cynicism, but I don't think it works that way quite. Says so on the site. You'll have to quote me. I don't think you can paste here, but do me a favor, paste it in the comments after this is over. Okay, I'll look into that for sure. Because if that's the case, I'll ask Jay about it. All right, when he's back on. Interesting. Has this happened in TSLY before? I thought I've been seeing the NAV equal to the stock price for a while. It has. I know you all get hung up on that. I don't think it's too big of a deal, honestly. Let's see. Oh, 1876. 1876. All right. Okay. Will this YMAX be of all YieldMax funds once they're out? Yeah, it will be. It will be. That's the goal. It's funny. The comment scroll bar is basically in the middle of the screen. That's how far I have to go. So, all right, rapid fire from here on out. Will this YMAX? Oh, I read that one. Okay. Market makers usually keep it near the NAV. That's how they scout the difference. Okay. See, you all are ahead of me. Rogue's 5K comment was about whether you should put up 10K in Tesla or TSLY. Oh, okay. So that's the other one. Okay. I do half and half. Oh, look who joined. Hey, coach, you think there's a pullback or drop of TSLY after this next dividend is announced? Well, yes. So that's when I'm probably going to buy in again. Because here's what I think is going to happen. So, like any dividend fund, when the dividend gets paid out, then you'll have the dividend discount that'll get factored out, and then that's what will happen. So then you'll get a little bit of a pullback, and then you can invest cheaper. That's why I said earlier in the stream, it's like, do I just buy now, then get the dividend that's paid out, and then it drops back, or just wait? It's kind of like either way, doesn't matter. All right, FBD. I think I know what those letters mean, but life would be no fun trying to live off 20K. I agree. I agree. Maybe time to buy back once it drops. Get liquid. What I would say to this, like if you're trying to, be rich or something, you have goals and stuff like that, you may have to do this for a little while, but doing this when you're young, and I can speak from experience, it's going to suck for a few years. You're going to see all your friends having fun and whatnot. You're not going to be able to, but you'll be better off in the long run. But I agree. You don't want to live that way forever. Yeah. Buy back once it drops. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Get liquid. All right. Taiwan Type A, TSLY still a buy. Probably. Meanwhile, I'm making 25 an hour, refuse to ever work in a restaurant again. 25 an hour. That's okay. Not terrible. But you know what? The restaurant workers probably want that much. But depending on where you work, if you did work at a restaurant, the tips could be good. You never know. So that's funny. TSLY is always a buy. There you go. Is coach secretly? I knew somebody was going to say this eventually. I'm not, but I can understand why somebody might, get that idea, because I do talk very highly of them. But no, trust me, I'm not. I know I've only had the fund manager on. I only talk about these all the time, right? But trust me, I'm not. So anyway, if I were, I probably wouldn't be working. I swap between NVIDIA, Tesla, and MSTR. What's MSTR? And there you go. See, all you need to do, when in doubt, ask Varden. He knows. All right, MSTR. MSTR. Shoot, let me check something here real quick. Um, let's see here. It's 4th of July tomorrow. Most everything's going to be closed. All right, we got till 12 a.m. here. All right, I'm going to try to just rapid fire blow through the rest of these comments here. Oh, MSTR. Let's see. What's this one? MSTR. MicroStrategy. Oh, we were way up in this one today. Got to add another one to the list. What's the dividend? Ooh, you got to pay attention to the EPS. That EPS, look at that. Negative. See that? Negative 85.35 over here. Got to watch out for that. Coach, is it okay for me to buy TSLY 25K on Wednesday or wait to buy at a lower price? What are you asking my permission? I mean, you're a free thinking adult. Do whatever you want. You know, you don't need my permission. I'm looking, well, no, I'm waiting for me. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm waiting until the dividend gets paid out to buy more. I think we'll see what it does Wednesday. If we have a drop, I'll get in more, but we'll see. I'll let you all know for sure. So LOL at Mike Lorca. I'm just now up to the super chat again here. Cool deal. Beto, 60-cent dividend, not bad, I assume. Cesar Rodriguez, Chicago truck driver caught the live cast again. Good for you. I was waiting for a Chicago truck driver to join the live stream. That's great odds, right? Nicholas, I'd go for it. Who's Nicholas? I forgot already. We can never truly know what the stock price will do. Better to lock yourself in and ride the wave up. I agree. Oh, Nick Palmer. That's who that is. Okay. Put in multiple buy limit orders, various prices, if you say so. Ninja Toys, who is Jay? The fund manager. Have you watched? So, and I should have done this a while ago, but I finally made the channel trailer, which happens to be over an hour, was when I had Jay on. So I finally replaced a video I did on compound interest from like a year and a half ago. I should have put that one up a long time ago because that one's really getting a lot of views. I probably shortchanged the views that it could have gotten because I should have had it up like a month ago on the top of the channel as far as the channel trailer. So yeah, that's the fund manager, Jay Pestrichelli, who's the main fund manager. The X date is the pullback usually, not the payout date. That's what I'm waiting for. You guys know what I mean. Making hard decisions early in life makes life easier later. Yeah, I 100% agree. The only thing is later in life, you're older, you know, you lose your looks and whatnot. So that's the thing. MSTR is a Bitcoin play, but you are the coach. Well, yeah, I told you what I would do. Layered limits buys, Nicholas, best thing to do. There you go. Okay. Oh, wow. Whew, we're all caught up on comments here. So, all right, I went for an hour. I pretty much just read you all's comments here, all caught up here. We'll put the super chat, the one out of 73 people. What percentage is that, by the way? Hold on a second here. The what percentage? Hold on. What percentage is that? 1 divided by 73 is 1.36%. The one person that super chatted. Well, again, thank you for that. So, all right, I'm all caught up here. So, anybody have anything else here? I'm kind of I think I'm kind of done here. I've gone over an hour. 65 of you stayed on the whole time. That's incredible. Hate to leave 65 of you behind, but hey, I'll be back soon. Anybody up for a 4th of July live stream? We'll see if I have time. If not, I'll be back Wednesday. So, well, good stuff. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll keep growing to the moon on here, right? So thank you all again, and take care. Have a good 4th of July for those. Oh, wait. Sell TSLY by clip. No. Maybe I'd probably do the opposite. Appreciate your channel. Have a good one. Yeah, thank you. Good night, everyone. All right. You all take care. Have a good 4th if you're in the U.S. Yeah, good night. Good night. Super chats after we get paid. Yeah, that's right. After we get our big dividend, I'll expect a lot of super chats from you all. So thank you all again. Take care. Have a great night and a great 4th. All right.